You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Serene Branson. Here are your top stories. A reward is being offered in the search for a shooter who killed a teenager at a party last year in Pomona. KCAL News reporter Lauren Posen has a preview of her story.
I'm Lauren Posen in West LA tonight, where we are just about to speak to a mother who is asking for your help. Her 19-year-old son, Christian, was killed last September at a huge warehouse party in Pomona. Police say there were about 150 people that were at this party. 5 others got wounded, but they survived. Meanwhile, 4 months later, police still have not found the person who pulled the trigger, killing Christian. So tonight, you're going to hear from his mom, her plea for justice, plus the reward Pomona police are offering for any leads that could lead to an arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for this to help close this homicide case and bring this family justice. We'll see you tonight on KCAL News.
Tonight, an arrest made in a deadly shooting in Santa Monica. Police say a homeless woman was taken into custody, accused of fatally shooting a 46-year-old man near the airport yesterday. KCAL News reporter Joy Benedict has more tonight.
Police have made an arrest in a shooting death in a busy Santa Monica area yesterday. A 46-year-old man was shot in his vehicle while parked over here on one of the meters in Santa Monica. It happened on Thursday morning at around 10:30. They say he was taken to the hospital but died a short time later. He was identified today as William Edwards III, a 46-year-old from Los Angeles. And then a short time later, the Santa Monica Police Department announced that they had made an arrest of a 27-year-old woman, Kayla Denise Mackey. They say she is homeless. Although it is not clear if the two knew each other or what the motive may have been for this shooting, folks in the Santa Monica community are certainly saddened by all of it and also very confused. Again, not a lot of information about what may have led up to this shooting, but we have learned that the man shot and killed is a 46-year-old who lives somewhere in LA.
Former LA City Councilman Jose Ruiz will spend 13 years in federal prison following his conviction for using his position to shake down developers. KCAL News reporter Tom Waite has more on today's sentencing.
Former LA City Councilman Jose Ruiz was sentenced today to 13 years in federal prison. He didn't show much emotion in court today when he received the sentence. He did, however, address the court and his family, apologized to his constituents, apologized to his family, but that didn't seem to do much to change the sentence. 13 years was what the prosecution was looking for in this case. We also got a first look at some evidence in the case. There was money, $200,000 stuffed into a whiskey box. And this is something that prosecutors obtained during the case. We also heard a recording between Ruizar and one of his top aides where they discussed some of these schemes. Basically, Ruizar pleaded guilty to a number of charges that he used pay-to-play schemes to enrich himself while he was representing the east side of Los Angeles. Tonight we'll have more reaction on the case, including from the prosecutors and also from a long-time LA City Councilman and LA County Supervisor, kind of reacting to, the end of this case and kind of what it means in terms of the grand scheme of things for politicians in LA.
And we do have some breaking news to tell you about. Vince McMahon, embattled wrestling mogul, resigned today from the WWE following allegations of sexual assault that were made public in a lawsuit. McMahon founded the WWE 6 decades ago. In a federal lawsuit filed yesterday, a former employee accused the 78-year-old and other WWE employees of sexually assaulting her in the workplace. The lawsuit also accused McMahon of sex trafficking. McMahon says the lawsuit is filled with lies and made-up instances. $83.3 million. It's an eye-popping verdict against former President Donald Trump. Today, a New York City jury ordered Trump to pay writer E. Jean Carroll millions for making defamatory statements against her. Jurors handed down the stunning verdict in just 3 hours. It includes more than $18 million in compensatory damages and $65 million in punitive damages. Carroll came forward in 2019 to accuse Trump of attacking her in a dressing room in the mid-1990s. He denied the allegations, calling Carroll, quote, a whack job, and said he never met her. Tonight, Trump's attorneys had a strong reaction to today's verdict.
And imagine a point where a judge tells the lawyer, before your client, the former president of the United States, the leading candidate and obvious nominee for the Republican Party, before he takes the stand to defend himself, Ms. Haba, tell me the questions you're going to ask in open court and tell me exactly what he's going to respond. And then edited my questions, edited the response he was allowed to give. And guess what my client did? He took the stand. He abided by the rules of this corrupt system that I have seen. We will immediately appeal. We will set aside that ridiculous jury. And I just want to remind you all of one thing.
Now, this afternoon, President Trump called the verdict, quote, absolutely ridiculous, saying in part, quote, I fully disagree with both verdicts and will be appealing this whole Biden-directed witch hunt focused on me and the Republican Party. Turning now to the weather, our forecast is starting to heat up a little bit, and this weekend could see even warmer temperatures. KCAL meteorologist Evelyn Taft has a look at what we can expect.
Expecting temperatures to really warm over the next couple of days. We're waking up to cool conditions, but by the afternoon, we're well into the 70s for the San Fernando Valley. As we get a look at highs for tomorrow, you'll see numbers mostly in the 70s. We're flirting with the 80s for the valleys. The IE also very warm in the 70s, and the high desert in the 60s, the mountains in the 50s. A closer look at high temperatures for tomorrow as we break it all down. Remember, it's going to be windy and warm. 77 downtown, 79 in Fullerton, 78 Santa Ana, and 70 at the beach in Laguna. A beautiful day all around with more warming on the way. In fact, we could even see 80s by the end of the weekend next week, and a chance of rain. I'll have all the details of my forecast coming up on KCAL News at 8.
All right, thanks, Evelyn. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back live on KCAL News at 8, streaming here on CBS News Los Angeles.